Thank you. Actually, Bill was my dad. No, I'm Brian Rutherford. I live in Newcastle, Ontario, the have-not province. And I've been retired for 2 years. When I wasn't retired and working, I was a salaried auto worker, just like all you auto workers out there. And when I was working, Ontario was a have province. Ontario was the economy that drove Canada, and it was the automobile industry in Ontario that drove Ontario. Collectively, we paid tens of billions of dollars that went to hospitals in Newfoundland, in New Brunswick, in Saskatchewan. So don't tell me we have not made significant contributions to the Ontario and the Canadian economy. I'm here to tell you about the triple whammy. The number one whammy is the Pension Guarantee Fund that General Motors Corporation over the last 15-20 years has been paying $10 million a year into Mr. McGinty's insurance fund. And Mr. McGinty, if your house is on fire, we don't want the broker coming up halfway through the fire saying your insurance is now canceled. We paid our insurance, Mr. McGinty. Now we may need the premiums. My second big whammy is legislation passed back in '92, the too big to fail legislation that we in General Motors have to experience that allowed General Motors to underfund our pension. Shame! We want that legislation changed, and we feel that it's a moral and ethical responsibility of the Ontario provincial government to live up to their obligations. The third whammy is the whammy of the federal government in not allowing us to put money into RRSPs. And we hear a lot of bad news from the press about those people out there with their RRSP pensions and how they have been hit. But we were not even given the opportunity for RRSP pensions because we were all in the defined pension benefit program. Shame. This is not an issue about union or salary or non-union. This is an issue about retirees and the rights of retirees and justice. We don't want a handout. We want justice. Thanks for having me.